Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Hashem, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you. In today's lesson, we're gonna go over the wars that are going around right now. The wars that are happening around the world, concerning the U.S., America, because it's very heavy judgment. It's very heavy prophecy. So this is what through the Spirit Yahweh Hashem Shai, we're gonna go into how not only is you have to understand that America is gonna be a complete war zone, but not only you have to understand the severity of what's coming here, and not just all right, the leaders of America is wicked. You have to understand everything that's coming here. It's not just look, there's sleeper cells here. The Lord's gonna judge this place. You have Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, Indonesia. They're joining forces to come up against the West and America. Okay, but not only that, you have the U.S. Okay, you have the U.S. its own allies. All right, the U.S. Its own allies and NATO are gonna turn against America. All right, and this is what you have to understand. You have to take it into consideration that especially if you live here. Especially if you live here, you have to take that into consideration. How bad it's gonna be. You have to really, bite down. You have to really consider, like, man, this is judgment of the Lord. Because, if you really take a step back and take a look at it, it's not looking good at all. You have Democrats against the Republicans. Those are the lower level, lower level people who are not too well learned. Yeah, they're really gonna go against each other. But the true, politicians and the elites and leaders, yeah, they're all part of the same party. They just put on a show, say, oh, forget Trump, forget Kamala. But at the end of the day, they go to fancy parties and everything. They go hang out. It's all just a show. It's all just an act. Because they're presidents and vice president of the corporation. They're not for the people. All right, they're presidents and they're presidents and vice president for the corporation. All right, America's a corporation, just like you have Amazon. All right, UPS, stuff like that. Okay, they're corporations. Walmart, right? Same thing with U.S. This is why you have a president and a vice president. And they're president of the corporation, not of. They're not for the American people. And this is what the world's gonna find out. Some of you may say, "Oh no, that's messed up." Yes, they are. You're going too far. That's fine. I totally understand. But we're so close to things happening that you're gonna just watch. Just watch, because when these news anchors, when you put on your news, like a Fox News, you watch KTLA, whatever, CBS, you're gonna hear, like these news anchors, and then, talk about, oh, they don't really agree with Trump, or they don't really agree with the deportation and stuff like that. But these news anchors, they're nobody. Okay, they're paid actors just to read from a prompt. Everything that comes from these KTLA, CNN, Fox News, CBS, it's all controlled by the small hats. Facts. All right, so they're all paid actors, and those people are, and they no offense, not to put them down, but they're low level. Okay, they're not controlling anything. All right, you gotta understand that Trump, Biden, all of them, they're all big players in this thing. They're all part of the New World Order. And they it's nothing for them to lie to you because they're remember these Satanists. All right, these Satanists and leaders, they're professional liars. All right, so let's get into it. This is the book of Revelation. All right, Revelation chapter 17. We're gonna go through that whole chapter to let you know, what's coming here. This is really what's happening. This is really what's happening. Revelation. What's coming to America. Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came out one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 bells. Okay, talking to who? John the Revelator. John the Revelator received a lot of revelations, you guys, a lot of visions. And talked with me, saying, unto John the Revelator, come hither, I will show thee the judgment. See, there it is. Because we're in that time of judgments. All right, judgments and prophecy. Absolutely, And that's why the prophets, too, they walk on eggshells too, because say even me, for example, just because I teach the Bible, you think I walk around like, yeah, I got the truth, I got it, sucks to be you guys? Nah, I mean, I could be destroyed too, because I've done sins worthy unto death. I got some tattoos and stuff. I mean, who am I? So just don't get it twisted. We're not out here just like, oh yeah, we got it. I mean, yeah, we have the truth, but it doesn't mean that we're out here, we're perfect, and we look at people like, oh yeah, you ain't shit. If you're wicked, yeah, we tell you that, because you're truly against the Lord. But if you're trying, then you're in the same trenches like us, because we're hoping, because our righteousness is as filthy rags. Just remember that, those of you think like, oh, you prophets think you're tough guys, you think you're perfect. Not at all, because we do sin. We're in this flesh, but we do the best we can. Just so you understand, I will show you the judgment of the great whore. That's America, that sitteth upon many waters. Right. So let's break this down. So right there you have the judgment of the great whore. That's America. All right. That sits upon many waters because America has its U.S. embassies, and it has its U.S. embassies and its military bases, all around the world on different continents, all over. America is the one who, goes around telling countries what they can and cannot do. You see, when America's all messed up, see that? Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. All right, talking about not just like just go out there and drink, get messed up, although they may have like elite parties and stuff like that, it's not talking about that. It's talking about their philosophies, their ways of life, okay, which is democracy, lies, religion, murder. All right, it's all one scheme. It's all one. It's their philosophies, their ways of life. All right, because everything that America does, this is why the elites have America as its stage, because this is where they push. Their homosexuality, their lesbianism, their Satanists, their witchcraft. They have their NFL, sports. They have their celebrities, and there's nothing wrong with sports. It's just that if you indulge too much of it, some people don't even care that they're in slavery because they're all about the Chargers. Like damn, they don't even care that you say, hey, they're Israelite, the kingdom of heaven's for them. They don't care. You say, hey, you're Israelite. They say, no, I'm black. No, I'm a nigga. It's like damn, I'm trying to tell you that you got the golden ticket. See, because they're distracted. And there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with sports. It's very healthy, in my opinion. But if that's all you're into, if that's all you indulge in, you put all your energy into that, then you're not even gonna care about martial law because you're just whatever. I don't care. I can't wait for football season, baby. Hell yeah, Okay, I mean I understand. Football is cool, but if you're just like a football fanatic and you don't even care about anything else that's going around you, you're gonna get taken out because we're in a serious time of war. But that's what these elites have everybody, because with these have everybody distracted with these bread and circuses because there's too much distraction. There's a lot going on here. You see, this is what you have to understand. This is what you got to understand, that there's a lot going on here. And so this is what this is what people have to understand. All right, is that you got Kardashians, celebrities, basketball, you got football, you got baseball, tennis. I mean, you got a whole lot going on, the YouTube, the Instagram, you got a lot of stuff, your PlayStation, your Xbox, you got a lot of distraction here. So people are made too comfortable, so where they're made so comfortable that they don't even they're made so comfortable that they don't even they don't even care, because they got their Wi-Fi, they got their PlayStation, they got their cable TV, they got their car shows, you got your car shows. Don't forget about that. You got your malls, you got your movie theaters. So a lot of people are like, oh, it's all good, They got the happy wife, happy life. They got the brand new Acura on the driveway. They got the brand new Tesla. They think they're the shiznit. You feel me? All right. So this is where they push their, this is where they push their, this is where they push their agendas. All right, because everything that America does, it impacts and influences the rest of the world. And that's facts, guys. Because there's how many of you guys know right now what follow Australia? Facts. All right, how many of you guys know exactly what's going on in Europe? How many of you guys know what's going on in Africa? I mean, you guys may know a few things here and there, but the whole world, they want to be like who? America, because they want to be, Hollywood, the celebrities. See? The NFL, everybody watches the NFL. That's a worldwide event, So this is the main stage, and this is where they push. That's why, like the NFL, they have the halftime show. They always push like their satanic agenda, stuff like that. There's always those satanic symbols and stuff like that. And we're not gonna go too far into that because you guys should already know that, and that's and plus that's for that's the simpletons, and us on the right hand side, we know we worship. We don't have to think too far, and go too much into like the left hand side. All we know is that we're against them. We're on the right hand side, they're on the left hand side. We don't gotta know, go into it all exactly, because like Yahushua said, we know we worship. So we don't even care about them, because the left hand side are losers, their master, their daddy Satan already lost to our master Yahushua. It's already done, it's already finished. It's not like they can just vote and like, let's take a vote and let's change this. They can't. You know what I'm saying? They can't. So this is why we can just chill. Because we already got the victory. We ain't worried about these clowns. Carrying on. Revelation chapter 17 verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast. Okay, so this woman, is talking about America. Alright, scarlet is the color, is red. Alright, because the Romans were red. The Roman Empire was red, and the Edomites are red. That's why their name is Edom, which is Idawam, which is red. Okay, so that right there means red. You gotta know that. So these Edomites, they're red. They're not white. Right, there's no such thing as a white person. All right, there's no such thing as a white person. Carrying on. Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, having 7 heads and 10 horns. So this is what John the Revelator saw. Okay, this is what he's saying. That beast. Okay, that beast is talking about. It's not like a monster, coming out of the ocean, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's that right there is it's like a team. It's a team like the Dodgers. All right, it's a beast system. And who is that team? NATO, the EU, and America. All right, you gotta know this. All right, NATO, the EU, and America. This is something that you must know. Okay, and remember, not everybody in America agrees with the New World Order, because that's just like the leaders. The leaders and the simpletons that are gonna follow these elites. This is something that you have to understand. Okay. So, moving on. Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. All right, so the scarlet scarlet is red. Okay, decked with gold and precious stones. Yeah, because America lives very lavishly. Okay, very lavishly. Oh, absolutely. All right, because they have more than the heart can wish. That's what you have to understand. They have more than the heart can wish. So they live here with abundance. Okay, with abundance. That means more than enough. All right, more than enough. Full of names of blasphemy, having selected. Revelation chapter 17, verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones, having pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Okay, abominations, right? Because here they do baby sacrifice. They worship Baphomet, Satan, and that's real talk, ladies and gentlemen. Look what's happening with P. Diddy and all that. P. Diddy parties and all that. That's real, 100%. That's what you have to understand. They really do that. These celebrities really, they really get down with Baphomet, Satan. Have a bunch of orgies and all that. Yeah, So the Lord bringing all the truth to the light. That's why the Lord He's telling you. He's not just, he's not just, saying it just to, the prophets out there just saying it just to, pick on people. No, they really do worship Satan. This is what you have to understand. It's a very, very, very serious ordeal. Because people that follow them, that look up to these celebrities and stuff like that, you have to know that they're not, they're not, people of the Lord at all. This is what you have to understand that. They're not with the Lord at all. At all? At all. Those are facts. Alright, bear with me. Let's go to the 5th verse. Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great. See, because it's a mystery. Not everybody knows that. They used to think, oh, it's America and it's gonna be fine. All I gotta do is just work hard, pay my taxes, everything's gonna be fine. People saying that people are satanic here. Yeah, right. Because it's a mystery. You have to really go in to understand. What's going on here. You have to really go in. You have to go into searching. The mother of harlots. See that? The mother of harlots. So right there it tells us. All right, the mother of harlots. Because why? All right, back in the ancient world, okay, if the harlots would be burnt by fire, okay, if a woman was found committing, adultery, that was a crime unto death. Facts. They used to stick a javelin through the woman and the man, yeah, to embarrass them and then take them out to the town, yeah, to make examples out of them. Now these harlots are put on a pedestal. Okay, they're put on a pedestal. Look at Cardi B. Look at Jennifer Lopez. Look at how many times she's been married. Can you imagine all the other times that she just had one night stands and stuff like that? And not including because Jennifer Lopez is a big time Satanist. So can you imagine all the orgies and stuff they participated in? You imagine how many people she been with? That shit is filthy, You gotta burn that hoe. Facts. You gotta pour gasoline on that and burn that bitch. Facts. But over here in America, they're exalted, like, oh yeah, Nah, hell with that fucking woman. Straight up. And Salaki, let me get one thing. Alright, just have to grab my other notes here before I can, really go in here. Okay, so the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Right. So right here, Revelation 17 verse 5 at the end there is abominations of the earth, right? Yes, of the earth. Because remember, whatever America does, they influence the world. See? They influence the world. This is what you have to understand. This is why the elites use America as their stage to push their sorcery, their witchcraft. All right. So let's go to the 6th verse, Revelation, chapter 17, verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. All right. So right here. All right, I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Because right here in America, America has all 12 tribes in slavery right here in America. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. See that? Because, a lot of people who don't know, all right, what's going on here, they're going to be in shock, that they really do have real concentration camps for you. And those of you that are watching, you already see that, Trump's already saying that he's going to execute, what he said about deportation, major camps, all that. They're already talking about that right here on your Fluff News. You don't even have to go to, alternative news sites. That ain't no secret. See that? Just to show you, it's about to go down out here. They're about to put Israelites in camps, concentration camps, and there ain't no regular camps. This is what they're not telling the public. They got, they're pushing for that new world order. Okay, because some of you think, oh, they're going to a regular holding facility and then they're just gonna, find out who's who and separate them. Oh no. Okay, they're going to these camps out here. Okay, they're they have guillotines in there. They're going to be torturing people. This is what you have to understand. It may seem like, oh yeah, they're just going to, make a sweep and let's just go get the foreigners out of here and no, this is part of the New World Agenda. See, they make it look like it's just like it's regular. It's gonna be it's gonna be a total war zone out here. Facts. Revelation chapter 17 verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast. Okay, the woman is America. The beast is NATO and the EU that carrieth her. See that? Because it's a beast. It's a system. It's a team, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. So NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the EU is the European Union. Before it was the European Union, it used to be the EEC, which was the European Economic Community, but now it's the EU, the European Union, okay, which had 7 heads and 10 horns. Let's break that down. The 7 heads. All right, you listening? The 7 heads are Germanian Major, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, Germanian Minor, the British, and the Greeks. Okay, these are 7 governments or kingdoms ruled by Esau. All right, so that was the 7 heads. All right, it's not talking about, remember, like a literal beast coming out, like Godzilla coming out of the ocean. All right, this is talking about a system, a team. You see, and those 3 people, NATO, the EU, and America, the leaders, right? Because not everybody in America is down for the New World Order. You're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna fight against the New World Order and these Satanists. Oh, absolutely. It's not going to be as easy as these elites think. Facts. Oh, absolutely. So this is what you have to understand. But those 3 right there are the main ones pushing for the New World Order, pushing for these elites, because they roll behind the scenes. You don't really see them. Why is that? Easy. Case in point, we'll break it down for you nice and simple. Because they're hiding stuff, It's like the people in like mafia, cartel, stuff like that. They don't want to let you know who they are. It's all about being secret. Same thing like with Illuminati, all that. They don't want Skull and Bones, Council Foreign Relations. They don't really want you to know who they are. See that? Because they're doing shady stuff. See, it's pretty basic, Because why don't these top elites tell you, this is who we are. We run the world, because they're doing bad stuff. All right, and the 10 horns are that's the EU, right? Which is Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Portugal, England and Ireland, West Germany. So those are the 10 heads right there. All right, so this is what you have to understand. All right, so NATO is remember, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Okay, it was established August 4th, 1949. All right, that consists of 19 nations. All right, but now they have now they got more. You know what I'm saying? So that is the beast. The beast system. All right, that's the beast system. And then to add to that, to remember the how these nations, they drunk wine with the fornication of America. So that's the philosophies, going into the ways of life of America. They took on, America's ways of living, which is what? Democracy, religion, idolatry, homosexuality, lies, adultery, covetousness, and murder. All right, this is what you have to understand. So continuing on, Revelation chapter 17 verse 8. And the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. So let's break this down. Revelation chapter 17 verse 8. There's a lot here. Man, John the Revelator, man, he goes in. Look at it. Man, John the Revelator, and he has some good, man, he has some beautiful, revelations, beautiful visions, This is how we know, it's all through the Wadi Halba Shimi Al Shai, who gave these prophets, visions, way back. And now now we can put it into today's terms and we can use it, because it's helpful to warn the people, those of you that are not prophets, you can, and that's all right. You're learning. Okay, look, this is what that is. This is the wicked. What's going on? See? Revelation chapter 17 verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. So they came out, out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe. Doesn't mean that they're in low elevation, that there's like a big old bowl down there, like a valley. Bottomless pit represents Europe, because Europe has a lack of resources. So, and what is NATO, the EU? They're all from Europe. So is America. America's mother is British. So they all came from right there, that area, and go into perdition, because eventually and real soon, these Edomites are going straight into slavery. All right, including Biden and Trump. I don't care how comfortable you get. For those of you that are hating, because we always got the scoffers, they're going straight into slavery. You can get uncomfortable as much as you want. Go ahead and grab that rifle. It ain't gonna make a difference. They're going straight into slavery. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder. See, because not everybody knows this. Whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. Revelation chapter 17 verse 9. And here's the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains. All right, remember, 7 governments, 7 kingdoms. What we told you, that's ruled by Esau, so-called white man, on which the woman sitteth. Verse 10. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. There it is. So the one that, who's it talking about? And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. That's talking about British. All right, because the British, they're the ones who colonized the West. So they were over here, ruling just for a short time. For about 218 years, because when the British colonized the West, all right, they were ruling from 1558 to 1776. All right, right there. So for about 218 years, so not real long. It's a short space, because remember, 1492 is when Christopher Colon, aka Christopher Columbus, made their pilgrimage, made their travels over here to the Americas. But they landed in San Salvador, October 1492. They landed in San Salvador first, and then they began to migrate up north and all that. See? And then who kept on going was the British. All right, the British is the ones who colonized the West. Remember, from 1558 to 1776. So that's that short space right there. Revelation chapter 17 verse 11. Let's see here. Okay. Revelation chapter 17 verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even is the eighth, and is of the seventh, and goes in perdition. Now this is talking about America. Alright, because America is gonna go down. Okay, a lot of Americans are full of pride. They think, oh, we're gonna rule forever. They're not. This is your end. Facts. You can call us losers, whatever you want. It ain't gonna change a damn thing. It ain't gonna change a damn thing. The U.S. is going down. All right. So does that mean that just because you're in the U.S. military or you're a U.S. citizen, or let's say you're a foreigner, a migrant that just came to the U.S., if you're part of that hopeful elect, okay, you will be saved. It just means that America as a whole, okay, the way it was established through rape, robbery, and murder, okay, it's and how it has all 12 tribes here in slavery at the same time, is gonna go down. So remember that. It doesn't mean just because you're an American citizen, oh, what does that mean? I'm screwed now? No, not at all. Because I'm an American citizen. I live here. I was born and raised here. Facts. I'm third generation. My grandpa was born here. My dad was born here. And then so was I. I'm third generation. This is what you gotta understand. And a lot of the prophets are Americans. They were born here as well. But you got prophets all around the world. The true teachers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But just so you understand, you have to get that understanding right there. Revelation chapter 17 verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. Alright, so it's not just just horns on a beast, coming out of the ocean. It's talking about a beast system, a group of people, nations that are coming together to push what? The NWO, the New World Order. Comprende? Moving on. Which have received no kingdoms as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So, right here, they over there in Europe, you don't have kings. You may have that one dude, King Charles or whatever that dude's name is, but you don't have kings like all set up all throughout Europe and all that. You have prime ministers. So that's why right here it's talking about the EU, which have received no kingdom because they don't have a kingdom, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast, because these prime ministers are strong as heck, because they have power like a king, because they can make moves. They can bring in new laws. Okay, they can move militaries around. They can move things around, and that's when you have power. Power is when you can move things around. You can move people around just by moving a finger. Just by saying, all right, go do that, and you can move militaries. You can make new laws. Move people around. That's power, because you have the capabilities to change shit up. Okay, excuse my Italian. You have the capabilities to move things around. You have power. All right, see. That's why the so-called Latino, so-called Black and Native Americans, we don't have power, All right, just look at Jennifer Lopez. Remember how she was talking about, she went to go stand up for Camila? Remember those celebrities? It didn't fucking matter, Let's see Jennifer Lopez go tell the elites, hey, you know what? Go change that. Forget the New World Order, Although that witch is a Satanist, they don't have power. Let's go see some of you Latinos and so-called Black people. Go tell the elites, to change up their plans. Because you don't got power. You don't have no banks. All right? You ain't running nothing. See that? Yeah, you may have your own business and, yeah, but that's you're not ruling. Okay? You can't go sit down in those G7 meetings, and plus no Israelites are ever invited to those G7 summit meetings. Facts. If they look like a so-called black man, they're Hamites. They're Africans. They're from a different nation. See, because we don't have power here. That's what you have to understand. Not saying that you're weak and stuff like that. Not at all, because we're all in the same boat, baby. All right, just letting you know that we are in captivity, and that these elite, the Edomites, they're on top. They're ruling right now. Okay, they make the decisions and all that. Facts. This is what you have to understand. Okay, because you gotta know what power, what it means. Okay, who's ruling? You have to really understand that. Revelation chapter 17 verse 13. So that's talking about, remember, the 12th verse talking about the prime ministers, because they're powerful like a king. All right, let me add to that. At the bottom of Revelation chapter 17 verse 12, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So when they sit down when they have those meetings, that's the beast system. NATO, the EU, and America. Why do you think Ukraine wanted to be part of NATO? Alright, because if you mess with one, you mess with them all. See that? So those prime ministers are strong, because all they gotta do is, sit down with the beast, and say, hey, we got a problem here, this and that. And if they agree with it, it's gonna be very bad. Very bad. See? Because they're part of that team, They're part of that team, that strong team. Revelation chapter 17 verse 13. These have one mind. They have one goal, one agenda, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget it. Including these politicians, these Democrats and Republicans. Alright, the elites control them. Although they put on a show and say, yeah, we hate these Democrats and Republicans, they all have one mind, ladies and gentlemen. One goal. That's the New World Order. Facts. And shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Because they listen to these elites. Okay? America, the presidents and vice presidents, they're puppets for the elites, the international bankers. They work for the corporation. See? That's why you see so much Americans being treated unfairly. You see that, they weren't giving no aid to those hurricanes that happened in, from North Carolina down to Florida and all that. Yeah, Remember, Kamala gave them $750, and even that was rejected. Meanwhile, they're giving millions of dollars to Israel and Ukraine. Just Google how much money America gives to Israel each year, to those small hats, to those rugrats. See? Then you'll start to see that, America's just a corporation. These politicians and rulers, they do not care about the American people at all. Trump, he don't give a damn. All right, I mean, he may put that on, but you even got so-called blacks. Blacks for Trump. You guys are complete morons. You need to be destroyed. Facts. Because you don't even know what the hell's going on. You say, oh yeah, Trump loves me. I love Trump. Yeah, you love these leaders so much. Talk about the so-called black man that they love you so much. Yeah, they love you so much they got a guillotine just for your black ass, and we're gonna watch you. Some of us too that are Lord willing, I'm part of the hopeful elect. Some of us, we got to go to those camps too, but we're ready for it. We know what's happening. We know the deal, because we're learning right now. It ain't gonna be no shocker. Like those of you that go in concentration camps, that are all in this world, you're gonna be crying, heartbroken and all that, because you're gonna see that in this new world order that we're approaching, that we're coming into, that's at our doorstep. You guys you're gonna see Esau just gun down Israelites out here in the streets. All right, yeah, and yes, am I Israelite? Of course, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I know this is the difference. I serve the Lord, so there's a chance. I may be protected, but I may not. But I'm still, just because if the Lord doesn't save me, doesn't mean that I'm just gonna give up on the Lord. No, Lord willing, I'm gonna have the strength all the way to the end, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. If I gotta get put in that fiery furnace, like fuck it, I'm going in. I'm praising the Lord to the end, baby, till the wheels fall off. Lord willing, Oh yeah. Let's continue on. Revelation chapter 17 verse 14. These shall, okay, so remember the EU, remember NATO, America, what we're talking about. All right. These shall make war with the Lamb. So who? The leaders of America, the EU and NATO. That just tells you right there that they're Satanists and that they're down with Baphomet. Okay, it doesn't tell you right there that they're Satanists and they're down with Baphomet, but what is it telling you? These shall make war with the Lamb. So why are they gonna go against the Lamb if they're Christians? Because they're not. They're not with the Lord at all. These shall make war with the Lamb. This is why they have. This is why they have. This is why they have the extermination policy. Because just like P. Diddy, another prime example, he helped the elites push Satanism, Baphomet, and all that, homosexuality, all that jazz. And look, where's the so-called white man, these elites, to help P. Diddy, to help him? See, they let them high and dry, because that's what these Edomites do. They use you, and then they throw you away like a food stamp, just to show you it doesn't matter if you sell out, to Satan and Baphomet and help these elites with whatever. Because let's say you're a witch. Let's say you're an assassin for them. Because they have there's all kinds of positions of our people that are helping the elites. There's Israelites out there that are just agents helping them. There's killers out there. There's witches. There's the celebrities, the entertainers. But they're helping these elites with their new world order. But look what's going on. They're being backstabbed at the end. All right, just to show you. Because these elites are doing all that shit too. Like the shit that P. Diddy's doing. They're doing all that too. Parties and all that. Baby sacrifices. See? They do all that shit too. See? But just to show you, because they do not care about you Israelites. You're just doing a job for them. You're just entertaining them. Oh, absolutely. Because all the leaders in this world, they do that. They're down with all that stuff. Orgies, baby sacrifice, all that. Homosexuality. All these elites are all, 90% of them are queers. Fact. Let me find out you're afraid of a wizard. And that's facts, baby. So right here, let's get back on point. Very important. Revelation chapter 17, verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb. And you know who the Lamb is? If you're studying, that's the Lord and Savior. Why would they make war with the Lamb if they're a God-fearing country? Because they're not with the Lord. That right there, God, it means power. Because they're with Satan and they're with Baphomet. All right, the United States was built on Freemasonry and witchcraft. They're nothing but Jesuits and Freemasons here. Okay, Satanists. They're with Molech, Baal, and Baphomet. That's what you have to understand. And it's real talk, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you have to understand. And the Lamb, here we go. Check it out. And the Lamb shall overcome them. Right, because Yahushua is about to beat these devils down. They're about to get the most painful, biggest heavenly beatdown that the world has ever seen. Yahushua, the angels, and the 144,000 are going to beat these devils down on the left-hand side. And all these minions on the left-hand side, they're going to get it. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord, for he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings. See that? So right there it tells us too that he conquered Satan. How? Because it doesn't say he's Lord of Lords and King of Kings except Satan, because Satan beat him. No, he's a top. He's a top Lord and top King. See that? So that right there cuts, that lie that Satan won. Oh, hell no. Okay, Yahushua beat his ass. Facts. And they that are with them are called chosen and faithful. That's the remnant of the children of Israel scattered across the four corners of the earth that are repenting, that are trying to do the best they can. They're the elect, the remnant, that small percent. Which is the 144,000 and the 1/3, 33.3%. Imagine of all you Israelites around the world, 33.3%. That's still a big number. That's still, because there's a lot of Israelites. They're like the sand in the sea. You can't number them. because we're scattered, everywhere. London, Europe, China, Africa. We're all over. We're all throughout the world. See that? So that 33% is, millions. It might even be a billion. Who knows? It's a lot. See that? Yeah. So remember that. Just because you look like a so-called Caucasian, remember, so-called Asian, so-called Arab, so-called East Indian, don't get down on yourself. If you believe in the Lord, then there's a great chance that you're an Israelite. And you may be part of that hopeful elect, especially if you believe in those names, Yahweh and Yahushai. Oh yeah, absolutely. Verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, which the horse sitteth, to America, are peoples. Are peoples. Okay, the water is talking about those different continents. Remember? Are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. See that? So that's just to show you that remember in the beginning of the lesson. Let's go up to it real fast. Remember Revelation 17 verse 1. I'm gonna jump down. Let me see. At the end of Revelation chapter 17 verse 1, remember, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Remember, we talked about, because America has their embassies and militaries around the world on different continents. That's to let you know right there. So that tells you. All right. Doesn't mean that the woman's just going around the ocean everywhere. No. Okay, he's talking about America. Let's read that again. Revelation chapter 17, verse 15. And he said unto me, the angel said unto John the Revelator, all right, the waters which thou sawest, which the horse sitteth, America, are peoples, see, multitudes and nations and tongues, because they have their embassies, their military bases all throughout the world, all on these different continents, these different nations, see? Verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, okay, remember EU and NATO, these shall hate the whore. Who's the whore? America. See that? So this is just to let you know the severity that not only is America divided within itself, okay, not only are these nations, these superpowers like China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Indonesia, forming alliances to come up against the West, but even their own allies, America, are gonna turn against America and fire ICBMs over here, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So how can they that are way over there in Europe burn America? Easy. ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missile, because they go from one continent to the other. You see? Revelation chapter 17 verse 17. For the Most High hath put it in their hearts. See? So the Lord is programming them. This is the Lord's program. This is the Lord's plan. This is the doings of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to show you that the Bible reigns supreme, baby. For the Most High Yahweh have put it in their hearts, meaning their minds, because that word heart there means lab. It's your mind, because your heart is just a muscle that pumps blood. All right, so it's your mind, because your physical heart, that's in between, your chest. It doesn't do no thinking. It just pumps blood. So it's your mind, baby. Remember, like Bruce Lee says, be water. Be like water. Carrying on. So the Most High have put it in their hearts, their minds, to fulfill His will, because this is the doings of the Lord, and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words, listen up, of the Most High shall be fulfilled. See that? Because this is all, everything that the Lord says is going to happen. Martial law, guillotines, World War III, but also salvation, miracles, spiritual power. The Israelites, you guys got next. It's going to happen. The second coming of our Lord. It's gonna happen. So don't think like, oh, it's not gonna happen. The Lord lied to us. No, the Lord is faithful. See? So this is what the Lord is saying. Okay, this is what He's saying. So check it out. Until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So it's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, it's not all doom and gloom and the elites got everybody in. Nah. Okay. It's there's a balance, because the righteous are gonna be saved. You know, you guys have help. You guys are not alone. Remember that. Okay? Remember that. Revelation chapter 17 verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. See that? Alright, so right here, Revelation chapter 17 verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. So there you have it. Okay, because right there, alright, that lets you know that it's not just talking about just some woman. It's talking about that great city, Babylon the Great, America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. There it is. See? So there that is right there. Because who is reigning, who's ruling over the kings of the earth? Alright? Who's ruling over the kings of the earth? America. America is the hammer of the earth. America tells people what they could do and cannot do. Alright? So that's just another concrete proof there, evidence, an evident token to let you know that that woman, that whore, is talking about America. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13. We're going to go down to the Revelation chapter 13 verse 9. And we're going to go down to the 13th verse. Revelation chapter 13 verse 9 down to verse 13. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So, listen, take heed to, what the Lord's saying, Never mind the prophets. They're set up to give you the message. Okay, but this warning, this prophecy is for you guys, the children of Israel, the elect. See? Because no matter what you think about the prophets, you may say, oh, they're evil, they're losers, or whatever. Or let's say you say they're great. Thank you. It's not going to change nothing, because whatever happens to the prophets, let's say the Lord just gets rid of all the prophets tonight. It doesn't change nothing, because it's about the elect. Alright, the prophets are the laborers. Okay, the servants. They're set up to be in the front lines to warn the people of what's happening, and to let them know. And are some of the prophets going to be persecuted? Of course, because you can't expect the prophets to talk about the elites and the leaders of this world and not to be dealt with. Of course, look what happened to our Lord, Yahushua. Alright, but they already know that. That's why they make their body a living sacrifice. It's not just, oh, look at the prophets think they're all tough and, oh, you guys are talking shit now. No, it's to give you the truth. The only people we talk bad about is the elites, the people who are Satanists. Okay, because you have good agents out there that are in the FBI, but you have bad agents. Okay, that article came out. Okay, that article came out on People's Voice that the elites have infiltrated CIA and FBI, and that there's people that there's some of them that are sellouts, because you have good cop, bad cops. Remember that just because you're in the FBI or CIA doesn't mean anything. You could be part of the hopeful elect and be part of the CIA, FBI. Okay, just because you're an agent, it's not a bad thing. Okay, that's your job, that's your career. See, but it's just that there are bad people in there that are help pushing for these elites, for the left-hand side, for these Satanists. That's what you have to understand. Because you don't think that the FBI and CIA, they're learning from this? Yeah, heck yeah, they are. This is good information. This is why there's good people out there. So that's what you have to understand. It's not like we're just, remember, that's just to let you guys know that, it's not like we're just out here like, oh yeah, forget federal agents. No, it's not like that. It's not putting you down. Because you guys do a good work out there. You guys, bring down, bad people. You guys do good things. But the FBI and CIA have been infiltrated by the elites. So there's bad people in the FBI and there's bad people in the CIA. It's just like anything else. It's good cop, bad cop, ladies and gentlemen. All right, but you don't think that there's people in the FBI and CIA that are learning of this message, of this world warning? Oh, hell yeah. And who's it thanks to? Not the prophets. It's thanks to the Lord. It's not about the prophets. Remember, it's about the Lord. The Lord is the one giving you guys this message. Because we couldn't write this beautiful story. We couldn't tell you what was going on in Europe and all that. Facts. Because it's for the people, for the righteous. Revelation chapter 13 verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. See? So who put us in slavery? The so-called white man. So they're going next, and these heathens. Because all these heathens, in one part of time, they partook. They participated. They joined with the so-called white man in selling or buying Israelites in slavery all throughout the world. So that's why it's not just the so-called white man, because we get on E a lot. All you nations, all you natural Gentiles are going to get your asses kicked. You're all going to slavery. Because you guys didn't help the Israelites. You said, oh, we'll help the so-called white man. Let's help oppress the Israelites. Hell yeah. Let me have in on this. I'll have some of that. Oh, absolutely. So that's why all of you are going to slavery. It's just that after 1,000 years, the heathens are going to be given back their lands, but the Edomites, you're going to be exterminated. Facts. Because you guys can't get right. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So they took down the Israelites violently, remember? How they took down the so-called North American Indians, They shook hands with them, gave them treaties and all that. They made promises, shook hands with them, waited to the village, fell asleep, and then they killed the men, women, and children, and now they celebrate that and they call it Thanksgiving. And Abraham Lincoln was the president to make it an official holiday. Yeah, so you gotta remember, this place was established by rape, robbery, and murder. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Alright, so you gotta be patient, mijo. You gotta be patient, mija. I know some of you might be upset, like, yeah, man, it's messed up. It's alright, don't worry about it. You're gonna get payback. Oh, absolutely. The Lord, He's about to show up in the middle of World War III. If you're watching, you can see that World War III pretty much already started. It's already pretty much here. So we don't got that much longer here. The Lord's gonna arrive soon with the angels. Alright, just hang on, just hang in there. Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast. So this is another beast coming up out of the earth. And it had 2 horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon. So this beast again is talking about the political system of America. Alright, you have the Democrats and the Republicans, right? Right. Alright, 2 horns, 2 sides. But, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a goat, if you have a bull, if you have a deer, they have 2 horns, right? Alright, but it doesn't matter the left horn or the right horn. Both of those horns are part of one head. One brain. See that? One animal, one beast. To show you that it doesn't matter. The Democrats and the Republicans, they're both gonna push for the New World Order. Although on this fluff news, on Fox News and all that, CBS, KTLA, they have the celebrities that are, they're not okay with Trump being in office and all that. That's low level, remember, because you celebrities ain't running shit. You guys are all part of the distraction to help keep the people asleep while the elites, bring in their New World Order agenda. And now, since everybody don't give a shit because you have too many people out there, like, well, I don't care, you know, because you've been warned already about these elites, how they get down, baby sacrifice and all that. And a lot of people are like, well, fuck it, I don't give a damn as long as they don't affect my check, you know, and my family. I don't care. I don't care what they do. See that? So this is what happened. Now this is the problem. You simpletons, you sissies out there, nobody hasn't cared for a long time. So imagine the wicked doers have been getting stronger and stronger and stronger. See that? You know? Facts. It's just like that movie Batman with Joker. If no one was gonna take that dude down, he was just gonna keep on doing more and hurting more people and hurting more people. He was just gonna do more and more. That's the elites, the left-hand side. They're just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And since everybody's like, oh, I don't give a shit, you know, I'm cool with my Netflix, I'm cool with my little job, I'm cool with my little Acura. See, a lot of people, their mindset is, well, as long as you don't affect my check in my household, it's all good. Now you're completely fucking screwed because now you're completely surrounded. They have draconian laws, legislations, and executive orders to separate you from your wives, your children, and chop your heads off in these concentration camps. Because meanwhile, you're all worried about the Philadelphia Eagles, you know? Oh, Beyonce did this. Oh, shit. You know, Jennifer Lopez, Salma Hayek. Okay, these elites are in the backgrounds, okay, behind the curtains, you know, surrounding your asses, you know, creating a siege. See that? And everyone's like, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to live my life and, you know, whatever. Now you're completely screwed. See? This is why the Lord has to overthrow these devils. It's just like any criminal, all right? Like Al Capone. You think he would have turned himself in? Oh, hell no. He had to be brought down. All right, same thing with people like in the cartel, stuff like that, you know? You think they're going to turn themselves in? No. They're criminals. They do bad stuff. And if you don't stop them, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? Right. So that's what's happening to the elites. That's why the Lord has to bring them down. Because they're not going to turn themselves in and say, you know what? Damn, I feel bad, you know, because we lied to the people. You know, we killed babies. We have organ harvesting, child trafficking going on. You know what? Damn, we feel some type of way. You know, we're sorry, you guys. It was us the whole time. You know what? They're not going to come to a revelation. They're not going to come and, you know, be like that, you know? Because they're the wicked. They're just, if you allow them, they're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like these gangs, cartels, mafia. If you don't stop them, they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. See? And imagine these elites, they run the world. So they're just getting more powerful, more powerful. Now they got AI, clones, fucking lasers in space. You know, they have you completely fucking surrounded. Excuse my Italian. This is why we need the Lord. This is why we need the Lord, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, me, myself too, because I live here too. What the hell? You know? Because I go get food from, you know, 7-Eleven, Ralph's, Vons, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. So if they shut everything down, well, I'm out here too. Don't forget that, you know? So we need the Lord. Oh, absolutely. You know? Because we don't grow our own food, have, you know, stock up on food and all that, you know? Yeah. Huh? So right there, Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right, because once again, don't be fooled, all right? These elites that are part of the Democrats and Republicans, they are part of one head, okay, those 2 horns on the animal, but it's part of one head, one animal, one beast, one brain, one agenda, one goal, which is the NWO, the New World Order. See that? And spake as a dragon, right? Because a dragon is like your top for like a symbol for wisdom, you know? Facts. All right, you have Okay, you had like the I forgot what it was. You had like the parrot. You had the I believe the monkey. Okay, then you had the owl because you know you can see in the dark. You know because you can see through the bullshit. You know, and then you had the dragon, just like the top. You know the top. You know the top wisdom. You know, facts. So that's why now the people, the water to the Lord. All right, now we can see through their bullshit. You know, we can see right through them like Scotch tape. We can see like, yeah, these fuckers are shady. Yes, it's bad stuff happening. You know, and remember, okay, remember, you gotta realize that just because you know we're teachers of the Lord doesn't mean that we think that we're walking out here like we're perfect. You know, do I do some stuff out there that's you know, do I still sin? Yeah, but you know, I try to do the best I can, but I'm not out here saying, yeah, I'm perfect. You know, no, you know, because I'm far from perfect. You know, I'm a sinner, yes. You know, but I try to do the best I can. I work on myself. You know, it's just the way it is. I'm in these chains of darkness. Same thing with what the other prophets. You know, none of us are perfect, and I'll be the first one to tell you that. You know, facts. Yeah, because in these bodies, you know, yeah, we get tired too. You know, we get tired. You know, I mean, shit. You know, because we have to work these jobs, these 9 to 5 jobs. You know, we got families, children. We gotta pay taxes. We gotta, you know, sit in this traffic all day long. We gotta do the same thing. You know. The only thing is just that we're working on ourselves. We're repenting, and we're doing the best we can. You know. Revelation chapter 13 verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So let's break this down. Revelation chapter 13 verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. So who? Okay, America, all right? Remember, we went to the political parties, the Democrats, the Republicans, because America is Roman Empire 2.0. This is why you had the Roman Treaty, all right? So they exercise all the power of the beast before them. So who's the beast before them? The original, the first Roman Empire, okay? Which is ran by, you know, the 12 Caesars, all right? All that. I'm not going to go too far into that, all right? So, because in the ancient Roman Empire, you had the same political system. All right, you had the plebeians, which represented the Democrats, and you had the patricians, which represented the Republicans. All right, so this to show you they're the same Edomites in power. And causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. Here we go. Whose deadly wound was healed. So if you have a deadly wound, let's say you're at work, ladies and gentlemen, and you need a hip replacement. That's a big ass surgery. Okay, you're gonna be off work for about 6 months to a year. Let's say you break your knee, you know, you break your leg. Man, you're gonna be off work for a while. So that's a deadly wound. It doesn't mean that you were gone. You were just wounded for, you know, a period of time, because you can heal yourself, get a cast, you know, and then eventually, you know, you can go on workers' comp, right? And then you come back to work. Because, you know, you didn't pass away. You just had a deadly wound, you know? Same thing with the Roman Empire. Because they had a deadly wound because they fell in the mid 300 AD. Alright? And us Israelites, we ruled Europe from in the Dark Ages. Alright? So the Roman Empire fell from the mid 300 AD to the 1300 AD. All right, and that's when you had the Knights Templar and all that. Then you had the Renaissance. Okay, Renaissance means rebirth. Okay, Renaissance means rebirth. Remember that. All right, because the Edomites, they came back into power. So it doesn't mean that they were like some new people, a new nation. No, the same Edomites. So that's another cut to these wacky-tacky Christians out there that say, oh yeah, the Edomites have been done away with. No, they haven't. Because the kingdom of heaven is not here yet. Okay, and also look at Biden, look at Trump. That's the Edomite. Look at the Rothschilds. Those are Edomites. Look at the Rockefellers. Those are the Edomites. All right. Who do you think the Germans are? Okay, Tima. Okay, the Germans. Those are Edomites. All right, the small hats. Those are Edomites that are ruling Hollywood and that dwell right now in Israel. Those are Edomites. See? All right, so they had a deadly wound. So they fell. All right, and they fell. The ancient Roman Empire, they fell mid 300 AD. And us Israelites, we pushed them into the Caucasus Mountains, which is right by Armenia. You know the Armenians? Okay, Caucasus Mountains is right by Armenia. Alright, it's called the Caucasus Mountains. It's located in Georgia, Russia. And they lived there for about 1,000 years. They survived on eating marshmallows. Facts. Alright? So they lived in those caves. That's why Caucasians, alright? That's why they call themselves Caucasians. Caucasian means cave dweller because they lived in those caves, in those mountains. Who do you think right now, why do you think they have all these underground bunkers? Okay? All these underground cities. Where do you think the left-hand side's at? Okay? Where do you think all the dukes are at? They're all underneath the ground because that's what they do. They like living underneath the ground in these caves. That's them. All right? Why do you think they like living in the hills, in the mountains? That's the Edomites. Okay, and some of them may know it, but some of them may not even know that because they don't even know why they like it there. It's because that's their natural habitat. All right, who do you see on the news? Rock climbing, hiking. You know, then they get in trouble. Then they have to get sky lifted because they were hiking and they fell off a cliff or whatever. Don't worry, I'll wait. Who is it? You know, the majority of the time, the so-called white man. Alright, because why they keep going to these mountains, you know, hiking and rock climbing? Okay, yeah, you had the so-called Asians, heathens, and even Israelites doing that now, participating in that sport, rock climbing and stuff like that. But who's the main one? The so-called white man. Because that's their natural habitat. That's why they like it so much. See? But then they came back into power the mid 1300s, 1300 AD. See, because their deadly wound was healed. See that? Because they came back into power. The same Edomites, to let you know that the Edomites were never done away with. They're still here on the planet Earth right now. See? Moving on. Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. And he doth great wonders, the Edomites, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. So we're here talking about America again. Okay, this is another concrete proof evidence to show you talking about America. Revelation chapter 13 verse 13. And he, who America, doth great wonders. All right, yeah, because their military is powerful as shit. So that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. So how did America make fire come down from heaven? They don't have spiritual power. Like when Elijah called on the Yahweh Shem Yahshai and rained down fire. No. How did they make fire come down from heaven? Atomic bombs. When they bombed Hiroshima. Remember Japan? Alright? So that's how they made fire come down from heaven. It just means the sky. Because a lot of times when the scriptures talk about heaven, it's just talking about our skies, our atmosphere. When you look up, you see the planes flying in the sky right there. All right, it doesn't necessarily mean the spiritual realm. Where the Lord's at. In heaven. The spiritual realm, the fourth dimension. Okay, it's just talking about our skies, our atmosphere. See, so that's how he's talking about America, because America has carnal power. You guys have what? You guys have spies. You guys have militaries, you guys have tanks, you guys have jets, you guys have agents, and that's okay. That's your guys' power. Because you guys have carnal power. You guys have the Smith & Wesson. You feel me? You know? Okay, so that's your guys' power. You guys don't have spiritual power. Spiritual power is on the right-hand side. See that? So this is what the Lord is just telling us through John the Revelator. See that? And that's it on today's lesson on so imagine that. Not only is America has these superpowers, and sleeper cells in America, but even America's allies are gonna turn against America from NATO. Not all of them, but whatever right now America's doing, they're pissing off their allies, their European allies. They're getting pissed off at America. And I don't really know exactly what it is. I'm sure there's some things out there, but that's none of my business, and I really don't care. It's just to let you know that whatever America's doing right now, between their military moves or whatever, their agreements or policies around the world, whatever, they might be putting sanctions on people. I don't care. Whatever they're doing, they're pissing off their allies, and their allies are going to be so mad here shortly, because the Lord's right around the corner, that NATO is actually going to shoot. NATO is going to shoot their ICBMs over here to America as well. So that's just to let you know the importance of how bad it's going to be here in America. Remember, you're going to have, the collapse of the FRNs, the Federal Reserve Note, the American dollar bill. You're going to have even family members turning each other to concentration camps here real shortly. Oh, yeah, you're going to have martial law, famine, because they're going to cut off the food supply, your water, your gas. Yeah, the draft, Americans, both men and women being drafted to World War III. So can you imagine this is all that's happening here? It's a lot. Look at all that stuff, and then look, you got ICBMs pointing over here at the same time. Come on, you got the men, you got the 144,000 being activated, having lasers out of their eyes, flying out here. The angels coming off those spaceships. Yahweh Shai getting here. Leviathan coming out of the ocean. Dragons being out here. Demons showing themselves. Apparitions. Come on. It's going to be action-packed. It's going to be a complete war zone here in America, ladies and gentlemen. So that's just to let you know the importance of how serious it is to repent and to get right with the Lord, because we're in a very serious time, and it's all fun and games right now. Yeah, people laugh and scoff, but it's all fun and games until people start dying, until people start getting hurt. Then it's like, oh shit, yeah, but then it's too fucking late. So take heed, know that the Lord is real, and He really cares about His hopeful elect. Know that this is very real. It's a very real thing that's gonna go down, So with that, stay prayed up. On your feet, soldier. Shalom.